Do you ever watch a truly compelling performance and you're like, why didn't the Oscars nominate it? Like, am I the only one that thought this needed a nomination? Am I on crack?
Perhaps.
Hey, welcome to another top 10 list. It's not really a top 10 list. This is 10 amazing acting performances that never got nominated for Oscars. Yes, these are just no particular order. These are just performances that I've always loved in movies, and I'm always baffled and shocked that these actors slash actresses never got nominated for these performances in these movies. Yeah, I could do like 20 parts of this. There's just so many incredible performances that never got nominated, but these are just 10 in particular that I thought of off the top of my head that had just, they baffle me. So yeah, let's start with the very first one. The first one is Hugh Jackman in the movie Prisoners. I think his name is like Keller Dover. This is an amazing movie directed by Denis Villeneuve, and it's about a father whose daughter was kidnapped, and he doesn't know where she is, and he's kind of like crazy and overly religious, and then he finds this young man who has like kind of like a handicap, and he thinks this man is involved in the kidnapping of his daughter, so he kidnaps him and tortures him to get information out of him, but he doesn't know if he's right or wrong. It's basically about the desperation of a man trying to find his little girl. And Hugh Jackman is amazing in this role. I think this is Hugh Jackman's best performance. I was almost going to go with this or Logan. I thought he was great in Logan, but I actually think he's a little better in this than he is in Logan. I love him in Logan. I think he's great, but he is so good in this movie because you don't know if he's a hero or a villain because he's not really either one. He is literally gone insane because he just wants to his baby girl back, but he's torturing this possible innocent man to death just to get answers that he doesn't even know if he has answers. It's so great. Prisoners is a phenomenal movie. It's a great mystery movie. It's super dark, super gritty. Both Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal are great, but Hugh Jackman is always shocking that he never got a nomination for his performance in Prisoners. He's gotten, I don't think he's gotten a lot of nominations. I think he's only been nominated for Les Mis, which is interesting. But I think this is his best performance, so I think it's a jip that he never got nominated. All right, next is Michelle Pfeiffer for Batman Returns. I know this is a weird one, and back in the 90s, superhero movies never got nominations and stuff, and now they get nominated all the time now. And the thing is, superhero movies are shittier now, but Batman Returns is a great movie. It's a great Batman movie. It's a great Christmas movie. Michelle Pfeiffer is sensational in this movie as Selena Kyle slash Catwoman. I think she's great. I love that she plays the role as like Frankenstein's monster, like the costumes and the stitching. She is literally just a demented, twisted character, and she is just milking every scene. She steals this movie. Danny DeVito's great, Michael Keaton's great, Christopher Walken is great. Michelle Pfeiffer steals every scene she's in this movie. I loved her in this movie. I love that how she is so sympathetic, so insane, so funny. She is the ultimate Catwoman for me. I think she is the best Catwoman ever put in a live action Batman movie. Yes, I know your Anne Hathaway fans and your Zoe Kravitz fans are going to say otherwise, but no, Michelle Pfeiffer is the ultimate Catwoman. I really think she should have gotten a supporting actress nomination. Her performance in that movie is that good. I know. All right, number 3. This is a weird one. Gary Oldman for True Romance. And it's weird because this is not a very, it's almost borderline cameo. But I think Gary Oldman as Drexel in True Romance, I think steals the movie. He's only in the movie in the first like 15 minutes because then spoilers, he dies in the movie. But he is like, his 3 scenes are so memorable and he is so good in this movie as this man, this pimp who thinks he's black, and he's like this drug dealer that owns Patricia Arquette's character, Alabama. Is that her name? Bama? Yeah. He basically just wants her back, and he's willing to kill the main character, Clarence, and do whatever he can to get his woman back. Drexel is just insane in this movie. Gary Oldman is like so good. He transformed himself in this movie. I didn't even know it was Gary Oldman His performance is so good in this movie. The voice, the makeup on him, just the whole attitude of him. I didn't even know it was Gary Oldman the first time I ever watched True Romance. I'm like, wait, that's Gary Oldman? He's amazing. He's just so good in this movie. And I would have nominated for him for supporting actor. He's not in it very much. And I know maybe that's why he didn't get nominated, because he's not in it that much. But I think it's one of Gary Oldman's best performances. I am not shitting you. If you've seen True Romance, I think you can understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, Drexel. I love him. Next is Reese Witherspoon for Election. I know she did win the Oscar for Walk the Line. She is good in Walk the Line. I think she is very solid. I don't even think that's like her best performance, though. I think her two best performances is Legally Blonde and Election, her two comedy roles. I almost wanted to say Legally Blonde because I think she is actually so good in that movie. But I think she is the best as Trixie in Election. But comedy roles, especially in the 90s, never really got nominations. Like, sure, you had an occasional, like, Marissa Tomei winning for, like, My Cousin Vinny, who, she's great. I love Reese Witherspoon in Election. I think, again, she steals the movie. She's so funny. She's so kind of twisted. She's just so self-absorbed. She is just insane sometimes, and she is just so charismatic, though, at the same time. I mean, you root for her and against her. You understand why she's doing it, but you also understand Matthew Broderick and why he hates her so much. I just love her. I love her. She's easily the best character in the movie. She gives such a great performance. She has got amazing comedic timing in the movie Election, so I would have loved to see an Oscar nomination for her for Election, but sadly, it never happened. Now, this one really pains me because I think this is his best performance of his whole career. And that is Jim Carrey for The Truman Show. I have no idea why the Oscars snubbed him. I know he did. Did he win the Golden Globe? I know he was nominated for a Golden Globe. I don't know if he won it. He might have. I know they nominated Ed Harris for supporting actor, and I do agree. I think Ed Harris is super solid. I would have nominated Jim Carrey for best lead actor, though. I think this is his best performance. I know a lot of people might say like Man on the Moon or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, all great performances, but I think he is amazing in The Truman Show. This movie is all on him. The performance of him is Jim Carrey, and he is so good. He's not only funny, but he is so relatable. He's so charismatic. He's just so intriguing, and he's so three-dimensional, and you love him in this movie. You feel so bad for him. He's almost like this prisoner in his own reality show. It's so great. Truman Show is such a genius movie with such an amazing script by Andrew Niccol and phenomenal direction by Peter Weir. And Jim Carrey, his performance is just top level. Fucking top level. And I'm still shocked that... I feel like the Oscars at the time, they just didn't think of Jim Carrey as a serious actor. Like, I think they were thinking, we're going to give Ace Ventura an Oscar nom? That's ridiculous. I feel like they were just too prudish, I guess. I don't know. I think he should have been nominated for The Truman Show. Easily. And next, Samuel L. Jackson for Coach Carter. I know it's a weird one. I know everyone's already angry because everyone's going to be like, I should have said Django Unchained or Jackie Brown. I think he's great in both, but I actually think he is the most inspirational in Coach Carter. I think Coach Carter is a great movie. I think it's underrated. I think he is the lead in the movie. He makes the movie. He is just so, again, charismatic, so inspirational. And you can just feel the lessons that he's trying to teach these kids in high school. And I don't know, I really felt his emotion, his empathy. I felt everything in his performance in Coach Carter. Every time I watch Coach Carter, it's all Samuel Jackson that makes that whole movie. Yes, the high school students are really good. I think the writing is good. The basketball scenes are entertaining. But Samuel Jackson is that movie, and I would have actually given him a Best Actor nomination for Coach Carter. But that's just me. Next is Pam Greer for Jackie Brown. This is a shocking one because why the fuck not, right? She is Jackie Brown, and I think she did get into SAG and Golden Globes. but she didn't get nominated for an Oscar. I would have given her an Oscar nom. She is so good at Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown is definitely one of the weaker Tarantino movies for me. It's not a bad movie. It's a great movie. Every Tarantino movie is fantastic. But the movie is a little slow and it's a little overly long, but it is still got great writing and great characters. And the performances by the whole cast is so good. And Pam Greer steals the movie because she is the titular character of Jackie Brown. I love her performance in the movie. I love the scene where she's walking through the mall and that tracking shot following her. She goes through like 4 different emotions in that tracking shot scene. I think she is so good. She's tough. She's badass. She's funny. She's lovable. She's just so interesting and you just want to know more about her. I think Pam Greer crushes it in Jackie Brown. I would have given her an Oscar nomination. And another one that pains me is Amy Adams for Arrival. I thought this was a lock that year at the Oscars that I thought Amy Adams was easily going to get nominated for Best Actress. I knew she was not going to win. I knew Emma Stone for La La Land was a lock to win that year. But I'm shocked Amy Adams didn't get nominated. Amy Adams was my favorite. Was like my favorite performance from anyone that year, actress wise. I thought she was amazing in Arrival. I would have 100% nominated for her. Amy Adams has been nominated so many times too. It's kind of funny. She's like an Oscar darling. And the thing is, a lot of things she gets nominated for, I don't agree with it. Like, she got nominated for American Hustle. I don't understand that. She got nominated for Julia and Julia. I don't understand that. She's got nominated for all these doubts she was nominated. She was good. In The Fighter, she was good in that. But she didn't get nominated for Arrival. And she is so compelling and so riveting in that role. And I think it's one of her best performances. Yeah, I know, it's baffling. I think Arrival and Enchanted are her best performances. And she never got nominated for either one of those. So it's weird. All right, next, Linda Hamilton for Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is like the best like action movie performance ever, right there with like Bruce Willis in Die Hard, or Alan Rickman in Die Hard as well. But Linda Hamilton is amazing in Terminator 2. She's great in the first one. She's good in the first one, but the second one she crushes it. She's so raw, visceral, emotional, scared. You can just feel the tension and fear in her character throughout this entire film. And I think she's amazing in this movie. And the thing is, they did get they've given nominations for badass woman action heroes. Like, they gave it to Sigourney Weaver for Aliens, which was deserved. She's amazing. I never knew why they didn't get Linda Hamilton a Best Actress nomination for T2. Terminator 2 got a lot of Oscar love that year too. So I was shocked that Linda Hamilton didn't make the cut, but she's killer in that movie, and yeah, she's fantastic. All right, the last one I'm going to say is a no-brainer because everybody says this person, so I don't even know what to say. It's Jake Gyllenhaal for Nightcrawler. This is just a performance everybody says. Everyone gets confused why he never got nominated. I'm right there with you guys. I don't get it. I think this is Jake Gyllenhaal's best performance as Louis Bloom. I think he is truly insane in this movie. He is terrifying in this role. He lost a lot of weight to play the role. He is darkly comedic. He's basically Patrick Bateman, but a little weirder and creepier. But I think he's amazing in this movie. And yeah, I am shocked that he never got nominated. But Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't get a lot of nominations. I think his only nomination was Brokeback Mountain, which he is great in that. But yeah, he never got nominated for Nocturnal Animals or Nightcrawler and other movies. Yeah, he's a great actor. Stronger, he's great in that movie too. But he's just not part of the Oscar club, I guess. But whatever. It was between this and Leonardo DiCaprio for Django Unchained. That was the two I was going back and forth with. It was Jake Gyllenhaal or Leonardo DiCaprio. But I think Jake Gyllenhaal is the one that pisses me off more that he didn't get nominated. Because I think that's just a better performance. But, yeah. Whatever. Here we go. So those are 10 amazing performances that never got nominated at the Oscars. I could do a part 2 and part 3. There's I wrote down 50 performances. So narrowing it down to 10 was very difficult. So if you want to see me do more of these, let me know. And let me know in the comments below what are some performances by amazing actors that never got nominated. Let me know. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.